You've used thousands of them, chewed them, lost them, but nobody ever shows you what's actually inside. Every single day, factories produce 10 million of these. Here's the process nobody talks about. The pencil is the most humble object ever made. It's also one of the most brilliantly engineered. Here's why. It starts with the core, what most people wrongly call the lead. There's actually zero lead in a pencil. It's a carefully measured mix of graphite and clay. The more graphite in the mix, the softer and darker the pencil. That's why a 6B is rich and bold, used by artists. The more clay, the harder and lighter. That's your engineering 6H. This paste is pushed through a machine called an extruder, forming perfectly thin rods. Then those rods go into a kiln, heated to around 1000 degrees Celsius. That firing process is what gives the core its strength. The wood. While the cores are being made, the wood casing is being prepared separately. Most quality pencils use incense cedar, a wood chosen very deliberately. It's soft enough to sharpen without splintering. It's straight-grained, so it doesn't warp. And it smells incredible when you sharpen it, that familiar, nostalgic scent? That's the cedar. The logs are cut down into small flat slats, kiln-dried to remove moisture, then treated with wax and stearic acid, which is what makes your pencil feel smooth when you sharpen it. Here's where it gets satisfying. A machine cuts narrow grooves into each slat like tiny channels. The graphite rods are laid into those grooves, perfectly spaced. Then a second grooved slat is coated in glue and pressed on top, sandwiching the core in the middle, like a graphite sandwich. That block then moves through a shaping machine, which cuts it into individual pencils. Hexagonal, round, triangular, the shape is determined right here. And just like that, what was 2 flat pieces of wood is now a row of pencils. But they're far from finished. Each pencil is sanded smooth, then sent through a painting machine not once, but up to 8 times, building up thin, even coats of lacquer. Then they're stamped with the brand name, grade, and design. After that, the metal ferrule, that little ring at the top, is crimped on. And finally, the eraser is pressed in and locked into place. Visual. Finished pencils moving through quality checks, being boxed and packed. Voiceover. Before any pencil leaves the factory, it goes through quality control, checked for straightness, for alignment, and finish. Only then does it get boxed and shipped. Mind-blowing facts. Here are a few facts that'll genuinely surprise you. One standard pencil can draw a line that's 56 kilometers long. That's roughly the distance from one city to the next. It can write approximately 45,000 words. That's almost an entire novel. And a single pencil factory can produce over 10 million pencils every single day. That tiny object sitting on your desk? It's the result of graphite mined from the earth, clay fired in kilns, trees harvested from forests, and machines running around the clock, all coming together for something you use without a second thought. If you found this fascinating, you're going to love our next video on how everyday objects are made, from paper to rubber to glass. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And drop a comment below. What object do you want us to break down next?